Hey guys, welcome to question FM246 of the Further Maths 4 to 5 study guide. This question reads, a boxing ring sells champagne, merchandise and sliders. The number of each item sold over the first 3 rounds of a particular fight is shown in the matrix below. And then we're given matrix X. It looks like this. Question A asks us, in total, how many champagnes are sold over the first 3 rounds of the fight? In order to figure this out, we're going to need to take these numbers of champagne sold in each of round 1, round 2, and round 3 and add them together. So we're going to take 169 plus 159 plus 149, which should equal 477 champagnes. We're then told the element in row I and column J of matrix X is Xij. Question B then asks, what does the element X23 or 23 indicate? So we're told that the element is Xij, I and J in subscript, where row I and column J. So when we're given X23 or element X23, we're looking for the second row, so we're looking in this row, and the third column. So we're looking at this 112 here, which is the number of sliders sold in round 2. And that should be our answer. C now says, consider the matrix equation, and then we're given this matrix equation, where A equals the cost of 1 champagne, B equals the cost of 1 piece of merchandise, and C equals the cost of 1 slider. So part I wants us to figure out what is the cost of 1 slider. In order to do this, we're going to need to rearrange this, this matrix product or this matrix calculation in order to get A, B, and C, to solve for A, B, and C. So hopefully by now you're somewhat familiar, and you'll understand that if we take the inverse of this first matrix here and multiply it on each sides of our equation, we'll create a cancellation on one side by creating an identity matrix and be left with A, B, and C being equal to, so we're taking the inverse of that first matrix and multiplying it to both sides to land here, which once we put this expression into our calculator and calculate values for A, B, and C, we should get 9.9, 15.25, and 11.3. Now we were asked for the cost of 1 slider, and that would be C, and C we've found to be equal to 11.3, which means our answer is $11.30. Finally, we're given a little bit more information for part CII. So we're given a little bit more information here, which says the matrix equation below shows that the total value of all champagne, merchandise, and sliders sold in round 1 and round 3 is $10,764.40. So that's this equation here. So question C, part II, or part 2, it says matrix Y in this equation is of order 1 by 3. So we know we've got 3 elements to be placed along here. Write down matrix Y. Now, in that little bit of information up there, we're told that we're looking for the value of all champagne, merchandise, and sliders sold in round 1 and round 3. What you'll notice about this matrix here, this little column matrix, is that these are the totals for all all champagne, merchandise, and sliders sold in round 1, sold in round 2, and then sold in round 3. So it's just the total amount of money made, I guess, in each of those rounds. Now we only want the total that was sold in round 1 and round 3, so in this first round and the third round, which means that our matrix Y, when it is multiplied by this matrix, needs to only keep this first element, or the first element and the third element. So it's going to look like this. That 1 is going to make sure that we keep that 5,637.05. That 0 means that we're going to drop this $5,554.20. And one final 1 will make sure that we also keep that $5,127.35, giving us our final value. So that's all the questions from FM246, guys. If you have any questions for us, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.